For her next trick, Kiki will now go from Flying Pigeon into Ekapada Kundinyasana 2. What does it mean? Show us, Kiki. Oh, no. Okay, so to save energy, we're not going to kick this leg out.
But we got to get it around the foot.
Yeah, we got to get it around the foot. So one of the things that makes it tricky to get the leg around the foot is this leg brings the foot closer to your chest, right? It's holding it in place. I can get it that close to my chest without the leg, but I can get the leg this close to my chest with the support of the leg. But you have pretty open hips. So hold tight at the back of the arm with this foot, and yeah, she's keeping the foot closer to her elbow so there's room for the other leg to come around. Well, let's just see what happens. Okay. Now, keep the chest reaching forward. Okay, keep grabbing hold of that arm, and then slide the knee wide. Keep the chest reaching forward. My hands are here.
Oh.
Okay, cool. You fell back.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Chest forward.
Yes. And you also started to turn this way. So see if you can lean the other direction.
More pressure into this.
It's going to be a lot more on the left arm than the right arm. The arm with the foot. Breath. Warrior breathing. Yes. Okay. Now, when we start off with the arms already shaking, I think that means we need a child's pose. Go ahead, take a moment. For those of you who are inquiring as to what exactly we're trying to do here, I'll do a quick demo. So we're going from this position, and then we're taking the other knee around. And then from there, we're going to try to slide the other foot out and move to Ekapada Kundinyasana 2. Let's see how far we get. Okay? So think of going almost, let's just think of right now, you're going to go toward like a crow pose. It's going to be simpler for you. So the other knee will land. All right? Good. Okay. Okay, yes. Way to stay with it. Okay, cool. So why do you think it's hard for you to remove the leg from the back of the arm? I'd love to get you into, from here, taking the leg around.
I think I'm using that back leg to hold the foot in place a lot. This connection to me is not as strong. I'm thinking of it now, but it's not as strong as the weight that I'm bearing on the opposite arm. So that knee is compensating by shoving it in. This is also why I struggle to ever fly the way back.
Okay. Do you have, like when you do single pigeon, is that a pose that's intense for you, or is it not so intense?
Right hip is a little bit tighter.
Okay, so let's try with the left leg forward. So she's saying when she takes this foot or this knee off of the leg, this foot feels like it's going to slide out. I think also what might help is having a towel. Do you feel like you're just a little slippery?
No.
Okay.
It's just the weight distribution.
Okay, play with that.
Can you do it from here?
Sure, let's make that happen. Go ahead. Do that. Take the knee to the tricep there. Okay, slide this guy out. Okay. And then from here, let's try to lift to crow pose. So toes up, lean the butt back, chest forward, so you rock back on your wrists, and then forward with your chest. That's a cool move, right? All right, so we're going to do pigeon to headstand to crow. Okay, we're going to leave the other one alone for now.
Okay.
All right, and I'll talk you through what she's doing going from that pigeon pose toward her headstand. So rather than just dropping down, she leans the chest forward and then she gets lower by bending her elbows and tucks the chin in. That might have been a little too far forward. My bad. Okay? So we want the head to be oriented, or the neck to be oriented the same way upside down as it would be right side up. So the top of the head has to come to the floor. So the face doesn't drop straight down, but at the same time, we don't want to be on the forehead. So from here, tuck the chin and lowering down. Good. And now we're going to take the leg around. Yep. And then from here, we're going to drop the hips. Chest forward and up. Fun! I've never done that transition before. So what I would do from what I learned right now is, if I had in my head, like, I want to teach a group class, an advanced group, obviously, my first idea, and then I've learned right now that's not really probably going to be something that's realistic. Kiki's a very advanced practitioner. It wouldn't be fair for me to walk into a room of 20 advanced practitioners and try to have them do that straight away, but what I could do is take what we did now, have them start to become more familiar with that, and at the same time, we might work on the flying pigeon, so we have the body better able to sustain that shape with greater comfort before we go to Ekapada Kundanyasana 2. And a group of advanced practitioners would be in a realm of possibilities that is accessible perhaps that day, or it feels more within reach. And then once that becomes easier, once we've spent a few weeks or a few months working on the flying pigeon, then I could revisit that original ambition I had as a teacher. So what I like to do is use private lessons as ways to test things out and then figure out what would be appropriate to bring to group classes. Thanks for teaching me something new.